Sobrang dumi, marami pang kalat, at saka burak. Alam mo nga mga pare, marumi ang mga tubig. Sana balang araw, malinis ang tubig sa ating mundo.
Kasalukuyan, narito po tayo ngayon sa isang monitoring area sa lugar ng Cavite. Sa likod ko po ay ang Ilang-Ilang River na kumukonekta sa Manila Bay. Ito po ay kinoconsider na Class C type of water. Magandang araw, ako po si Stephanie Sol, isang environmentalist. Samahan niyo po ako upang tuklasin at alamin kung ano nga ba ang Philippine Water Act of 2004 or mas kilala bilang Republic Act 9275 at ang mga probisyon ng Water Quality Management Area o ang WAQMA.
Ang Republic Act 9275 is a Clean Water Act of 2004. Its effectivity took effect last May 16, 2004. And prior to the effectivity, the DENR, through the Environmental Management Bureau, already conducted a water sampling in all inland waters within the Calabarzon area. The result of which, the classification is Class C. But the receiving body of water, which is Manila Bay, is classified as Class B. So there's a need to have a water quality management area, the purpose of which not only the DENR but also the local government units down to the barangay level, the industries within the area, including the non-government organization, the POs, the people's organization, to be the stakeholders in the area. So the coverage of the area is the regional office identified Rio Grande, Ilang-Ilang in Imos Riverine System as the water quality management area. So today, we having our meeting with the stakeholders to discuss and to map out, including the implementation of our future plans. What are the activities to be laid down in the incoming months, incoming years, so that we will be able to protect, not even more than increase the quality of water within the recommended water quality management area, specifying the 3 rivers which have been mentioned earlier.
And now it's time for us to do the actual water sampling to test the water. And of course with us is Engineer Rolly Quasing and our Chief EIA-MD, Ms. Noemi Paranada. Ms. Noemi, kasi kanina we classify the Ilang-Ilang River as a Class C type of water. What are the criteria for the different types of water?
Yes. Before we have a classification of the water bodies, we have fresh water, the river, the lakes, and the reservoir. For classification, we have Class A for public water supply, meaning we have a complete treatment for that, for the supply of the water, for the domestic supply, and also the Class B for the recreation. Class C is for the fishing grounds and other aquatic resources like this, the fishing grounds for the spawning grounds like the mangrove areas here. And also the Class D is for irrigation, agriculture, and other related activities for that.
To highlight the need of the WAQMA in this type of water, what are the special treatments that the Class C type of water needs?
We need to have it classified for 4 parameters that we are going to identify for this river. First is the coliform, second is the biochemical oxygen, dissolved oxygen, and the heavy metals if there's it, and coliform.
Finally, we're here at the laboratory and with me is Andy. He will explain to you the step-by-step procedure on how water sampling is done. Andy?
So, pagkadating ng sample, ang pinakaunang usually na ginagawa is itest yung BOD niya. Kasi yung BOD may ano siya kumbaga may certain hours siya na pwede pa yung sample mo. After that, parang magiging erroneous na yung results mo.
Oh,
Yeah,
to make
so,
sure, what does BOD stand for?
It stands for biochemical oxygen demand.
Ayun.
So,
May shelf life lang
yung
ano,
sample.
sample.
Sample mo.
How long yung shelf life nun?
6 hours. So, from the time of sampling, dapat madala siya agad sa lab and then yun, analyze na. So, pagkadating ng sample, ideally, dapat yung sample at saka yung room, halos pareho yung temperature nila. So, ang usually na ginagawa ay i-equilibrate siya sa water bath. So, yung sample natin, dadalhin natin dun sa may sink kasi nandun yung water bath para ma-sure natin na equilibrated na siya dun sa room. So, yun. So, yun na.
Okay. So this is the water sample. Here? Yeah. Here.
Yes.
So here, we bring the water here to try to equilibrate. Tama ba yung term ko?
Tama.
Yeah, the water. Kasi dapat daw yung temperature ng room tsaka ng water magkapareho. That's step 1.
Yan. So, habang inaantay natin mag-equilibrate siya, pwede natin i-prepare yung dilution water.
Dilution water.
So, ayan, ito yung ginagawa ni Mike. So, naglalagay siya ng mga nutrients dun sa distilled water. And then after nun, aerate natin yung water for 30 minutes.
So the whole process takes 30 minutes.
Yung aeration,
Aeration.
30 minutes.
That's step 2, aeration. How many nutrients or
4.
Four.
So, nilalagyan mo siya ng
Yan,
magnesium
no?
sulfate, ferric chloride,
Chloride.
calcium chloride, and
And-
phosphate buffer.
Yan.
So, ang concentration ng nutrients na ilalagay mo ay 1 ml per liter of water. So, meron tayong prepare na 6 liters. So, tig 6 ml sila. So, yan. After natin nga siya lagyan ng alkali, magpa-form siya ng flock. And then, after nun, pa-stand lang natin siya. Then, antay natin mag-settle yung flock pababa. And then, after nun, lagyan natin siya ng concentrated sulfuric acid. After nun, babawasan natin yung sample ng mga around 100 ml. And then, tatitrate natin siya using sodium thiosulfate. After nun, makuha natin yung dissolved oxygen value niya. From that value, maggagawa tayo ng series of dilutions na kung saan yun yung gagamitin natin for the initial and final BOD. So, ito yung dito yun. So, meron tayong from the DO, kukuha tayo ng 4 na dilutions. So, ayan. So, 2 sets siya kasi isang initial, isang final. Yung initial, gagawin lang din natin yung step na ginawa natin kanina, yung maglalagay tayo ng manganese sulfate, then alkali, and then sulfuric acid. And then, titrate natin siya ngayon. Samantalang yung final naman, pagkatapos natin i-dilute yung mga samples, lagay natin siya dun sa incubator. Tapos, incubate natin siya for 5 days at 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. So, after 5 days, kunin natin siya, ilabas natin. Same process, manganese sulfate, alkali, and then sulfuric acid, then titrate. Then, yung difference ng initial and final DO, doon natin ko-compute yung BOD.
So, ganun lang.
Yun lang.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Andy. Ang dami ko natutunan today. Baka maging chemist na ako.
Sige lang.
Na-inspire. Thank you.
Okay.
Sana naman po kayo naliwanagan sa ibinahagi namin sa inyo ngayong araw na ito. Kasi this only doesn't affect you, me, but everybody. Kayo, what are you willing to do? What steps are you willing to take to make a big difference in this project?